450.
105, 105.
Put it back.
But I really want it. My favorite team is the Magic. I want to be dripped out like you. I want the matching snapback.
Today, I'm at one of the biggest vintage swap meets in America, and I'm gonna lowball every vintage reseller in there. If you're new around here, we've already established that an official lowball has to be 50% off of the asking price. Now, you might be wondering, why are we lowballing these people? Well, A, obviously it helps the pockets, but more importantly, B, it's f***ing hilarious. And luckily for us, the Houston Vintage Swap Meet is happening today. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically one of the biggest vintage swap meets in Texas. Over 100 different vintage resellers are gonna be here, and I'm gonna lowball every single one of them. And the first key of lowballing is confidence.
I was wondering if you were like negotiable on this piece right here. It's $80.
The lowest I could probably do is about 70, 75.
Is there any way you go like a little bit lower? Could you do like 35?
Man, hell no! Hey, you tripping?
What about 40? What about 40?
No, dog. Oh, come on, that's a coin.
Bro, there's a hole right here. There's a hole.
That's vintage. You trying to get really kicked out of here. You trying to get...
All right, I'll play. It's for the video.
See, guys, I'm not a total dick. That guy seemed to take the joke pretty well, unlike this next reseller I lowballed.
Yeah, I like the t-shirt, but it's basically dying. I was wondering if you could go any lower on this. It's kind of like dying.
Yeah, of course. I did a 35 just because it's 35 champion. I can do 35 for both, huh?
35? If I bought both, would you do like 20?
Are you weird? Good.
Now at this point, I felt like my confidence was coming off a little bit like arrogance. And that's where the second key of lowballing comes in, charisma.
I think you guys got some pretty cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie though, you guys are kind of taxing on this.
If you take it right now, I got you like 100. Like, what are you thinking, bro?
I was like 45.
45? That's too much of a lowball, bro.
But there's a hole.
Dude, come on, bro. Honestly, motherfuckers even recording, dude.
I'm trying to show you right. No, come on.
I can't, dude. Put it back.
Oh my god, that was awkward. But you know what? I respect him for standing his ground. Unlike this next guy who tried to blame his girl.
I like you guys' stuff, but I can't lie. You're kind of taxing.
I mean, it's not me, bro. It's not her.
Jeez, guy, way to throw your girl under the bus. If you don't want to be like this beta male, make sure you hit the like button. Alright, so I guess complimenting their booth really isn't charismatic enough. That's okay though, because the last key of lowballing is persistence. And I'm the best at that.
Could you do maybe like 20?
No, that's too low.
Too low? Or what about 25?
The most I can do is 45.
45? What about 15?
No, I can't. Sorry.
Is this 3 for 25?
Yeah, it is.
Is there a way you could do like 3 for 12?
Probably not, but that's my deal right there.
What if I got 4?
If you got 4,
Could you do 4 for 12?
no, man. I can do 4 for 20.
Oh, hush. I'm just getting started and I'm heating up, guys. There's still like 85 vintage resellers we haven't been to, and I'm not leaving here until I lowball every single one of them.
Alright guys, he said find something good and he'll throw me a deal. You know what that means. We gotta find the most expensive item on the rack. I really like this t-shirt right here, but there's no price tag on it.
I do 150.
How much?
150.
Could you do like 30?
I do 130.
130? How about 120?
120.
$120 bill.
Got him!
Dude, come on. You're taxing right now.
You're outside of your mind right now.
I'm totally inside of it.
Leave. Go. Get out. Nah.
Alright, well, we just got kicked out, so.
Alright guys, so I've been here for an hour and I've lowballed about like 20 vintage resellers. As you guys can see, I'm having no luck. But I prepared for this. I came up with 4 different methods of lowballing that we're gonna try out today. Number 1, the lower method. Step 1, ask what's the lowest you can do.
What's the lowest you can do?
Shit, for this, maybe 70?
Step 2, offer way lower than that.
Could you do like 30?
Oh, hell no.
Number 2, the higher method. Step 1, make an extremely low offer, somewhere around 25% of the asking price.
40? Could you do 12?
Step 2, make a higher but still lowball offer.
What about 15?
Number 3, the friendly method. Step 1, find somebody you know.
75?
I was thinking maybe like 35. Come on, I know you guys. Come on.
Step 2, tell them they're taxing.
Thomas, come on, don't tax me. Don't tax me right now.
And finally, number 4, this is my favorite by the way, the Richard method. Step 1, just be a complete dick.
You guys are like taxing for this. Would you guys do like 20?
With these 4 methods of lowballing, I was unstoppable. I made it my mission to lowball every vintage reseller in here.
Guys, look, it's the GOAT and the GOAT lowballer.
Cue the epic montage. I've always wanted to do that, by the way.
Like, were you smoking crack when you were pricing this? Because 125 is tax, bro.
Nah, I can't do that. What the
I'm not joking, guys. I lowballed every reseller in here. Not only that, but I also tracked every single lowball. And using these 4 different methods, I lowballed over 80 different resellers. What's up, guys? Totally still at the swap meet, as you can see. I'm just kidding. Today's actually the next day, and that's a green screen. Look how cool this is. We can literally be anywhere we want, like this swamp I found on Google. Wow. This is actually beautiful, guys. Or we can go to the moon. Wow. I wish you guys could see what I was seeing right now. This is amazing. Or we can take a look at this graph I made with all the data from yesterday. And as you can see, we're trying to determine the best method of lowballing. And although we're trying to find the best way to lowball, we're going to start off with the worst. And to nobody's surprise, that was number 4, the Richard method. If we look at this chart I made, we can see that the entire bar is red, meaning none of our lowballs using this method was accepted. Honestly, this can be a life lesson, guys. Just don't be a dick. It never works out. Moving on to the next method, number 1, the lower method. We lowballed 24 people using this method, and somebody actually accepted it, but the other 23 totally said no. So based off of this sample size, this method only worked 4% of the time. I'm not gonna lie though, it is really funny asking them their lowest price and then just offering half. Like, the looks on these people's faces were hilarious. These are all 100% real, by the way. Like, here's a raw clip of me just walking away from somebody after I completely lowballed them.
150.
I can't. I have an offer for hire already, just because I'm losing out too much.
Okay, damn. All right.
Thank you, though.
I did tell a lot of the people after I lowballed them that this was just a video, and a lot of them really liked the idea. So much that one guy started giving me advice on how to lowball people.
So he told me for the next one, I gotta pick out a super expensive item, and he told me I gotta start stuttering before I make my offer. So we're gonna try it out.
And by the way, this totally did not work. Aaron totally screwed me over.
Like, what's the lowest you had in mind?
Probably like 100.
Could you do like, do you think you could do like, sorry, do you think you do like 25?
Nah, hell nah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was so awkward. Back to the chart. We're in the top 2, and coming in second place is number 3, the friendly method. As you guys can see, this is a really small sample size, and that's just because I didn't know a lot of the people there. I found 8 people I knew at the swap meet and lowballed every single one of them, and 3 of them actually accepted. We're probably not friends anymore. And although this method does have the highest success rate, I put it in second just because, like I said earlier, small sample size. And moving on to the number 1 way to lowball somebody, the lower higher method. And just look how much green there is. We lowballed a total of 31 people using this lower higher method. We had 5 accepted lowballs, meaning this worked 16% of the time. I think it's because when I made my first initial offer, it was so low that when I made my second one, it didn't seem too bad compared to the first offer. And there you guys have it, the absolute best method of lowballing. Well, technically only 4 I tried, but still, the best way of lowballing somebody. I had a ton of fun making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys go check out our Instagram, and of course, the best vintage website out there, tinsurfshop.com.
When I get famous, I won't do you wrong.
Perfect. What's your real name again? That one.
D, Duran.
D, Duran. It's
Duran
T.
is my